Hey guys, Wajinox here, and today we're going to be doing a video on cleaning and restoring this PS1. I did recently get the original Xbox. If I quickly show you the controller here, but I didn't do a video about cleaning that up. Quite sorry about that. We also have this Mega Drive, otherwise known as Genesis here, which we need to clean up and restore also. But today I thought we'd start off with the PS1. Now, things I suppose you would need: wipes, general stuff that you can get the dust out of. If you want to, it's optional if you use things like compressed air to get out the side, but for this console we're mainly just going to stick to cleaning the exterior, and we're not going to work so much on the inside, as this console hasn't had a lot of use and it is not extremely dirty as such. Now, we also have the plug here. Not sure if it's the actual one, but this is universal, so it will fit anything if I just let it focus on it. Yeah, this will fit anything, so don't bother, don't worry too much about that. But obviously here we have console itself. If we get it into the right angle. But first, before we talk about that, I will show you the controller here, show you in more detail in a bit. It's the one without the dual stick, sorry, so this is a very early console. And we also have the memory card. I'm not even sure how much storage this has on it, but who really knows. So, to the console itself, if I come down here quickly. So, it is obviously PlayStation 1. You can see here, one of the earliest ones, obviously based on the controller. It's in the normal grey, no special one for this, and this is the first model, obviously not the smaller model. We got the side vents, which are not really massive vents, but a lot of consoles had vents on them. I don't really know what it was, because the Xbox had like vents on it, even if they weren't vents. I think it was just the styling back then. But obviously, as you can probably see here, we got a lot of dust and dirt. We have this serial I/O, and then we have the AV multi-cable, and then we have the AC in, which is obviously the cable I showed you, and the parallel I/O. Not too sure what it's about. We have, if you're planning to take it apart, you've got the screws in each of these corners like that, and then there is also screws under these as well, and possibly even one under the warranty, but we're not going to focus on that today. As you can see, if I open it up very simply, you can see this has collected quite a bit of grime and general nasty stuff, pretty much. I also have the reset button, and as you can hear, these buttons have a little bit of a squeak as well, but we can't really do much about that. And we also have the slots here as well, which these will nicely go into, along with the controller ports here as well. Alright then, so I'm just going to start off by giving it a general wipe here. If we start off by just using general wipe, you can give it a nice clean. I'll just speed up this process for you guys. Alright then guys, just from the top there you can see all that grime and dirt has collected, so that is literally just the top by having a little tiny wipe. So you can see the difference this will make to the actual exterior. So if we go around the side, alright, I think that wipe is pretty much done for now. So if we get another one out, we can work on cleaning the rest. So we start off with these vents, and we just run it across nice and easy. Like so. And then later on we can go through the grooves properly. That works pretty well. Now obviously we're going to have to wait for that to dry because it's got all the soapy sort of stuff in there. But if we move to the back, which is probably going to need quite a lot of cleaning here because it is the back, they do collect dust. Although on this doesn't really have any vents at the back. I don't think this console was too high powered, so it probably didn't need as much ventilation as certain consoles. Just a quick note, be careful around these connections, especially that one. Or if you are going to wipe it, then please wait at least about half an hour before you use the console, unless you know it's definitely dry or you haven't touched it, because otherwise it will get electrocuted. It's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest, but just so you guys know. If we give it another clean here, up on the vents and through the bottom. To be honest, like I said, this console isn't even in that bad of a shape, to be honest. So, and we're not going to go in a full depth clean, or at least not now anyway. As you can see, we got all that there. The main issue is inside the actual where the CDs would go anyway, or DVDs, whatever you want to call them. And we got some of these grips that look quite dirty. Hopefully my head wasn't in this shot then. Hopefully not. But yeah, we'll just give this a little wipe because you're not really going to see this, to be honest. So it's not too important. Right, that is how the clean is looking for the first couple wipes. To be honest, it doesn't look amazing, but we have got the general dirt off there. So if we just use one more to clean the majority of it up, then we should be okay. Right, let me just make sure. Right, yeah, so if we just give this one more wipe up top, and that should be alright. Now we open this up. This is really where the dirt starts to come through. So if we start round here, obviously look, that's pretty bad. So obviously be careful of this here spinner, and definitely be careful of the reader, because they are quite gentle pieces of equipment. So please be careful with that. Now I have just run out of wipes, so I'm just going to go and get some and then we can work on finishing this off.